Hey, ladies. All right, I'm going to go through this. So, how do we plan for a day out, right? Not the best video setup, but I'm working with what I got. Okay, what is the very first thing that everyone should do? And what is the first thing that you think I did? Comment in the chat. Just think about it for a moment. We're doing anything. We're going out to eat. We're going to the mountain, like I'm going to go do. I'm going to go snowboarding. We're going to go to the zoo. We're going to go somewhere. What's the first thing that we're going to do? Pre-plan your macros, always, every day. It's so worth it. So the first thing I did was I pre-planned my macros. Like, what am I going to eat for the day, for the whole day, to get myself in compliance? And what am I going to take to the mountain? Okay, so I decided on a few things. I'm only going to stay up there for like maybe 2 hours, okay? So it's probably going to be a 4 to 5 hour round trip. So I just had a snack already just now. I'm going to bring 2 mini apples. Really quick tip on this. What I did, I have this whole bag of these like mini snacking apples. And so what I did is I ate it, or I weighed it, ate it, and then weighed the core. And so I was like, okay, each one is about 68 grams or whatever it was. And so then I just did that for all of them. 60, yeah. Okay, perfect. Now, I'm definitely going to bring an actual meal, right? Sure, if you want to go to the restaurant there, you can. So what would you do at that point? Look up the menu and program it in, right? Pre-plan your macros in. Ladies, any questions that come up too, pop it in the chat. Okay, so I'm going to make my meal. I think this is where some of y'all get tripped up because it feels hard. Like, oh, I need to meal prep. I need to do this. I don't meal prep, honestly. I bulk cook, but I don't meal prep. And so this is what I typically do. If I was staying in the house, this would be a bowl, and I would take the whole bowl. My pan would be on medium heat. Let it get nice and hot. Spray a little pan spray, and then take the whole bowl and dump the leftovers in the pan. Spin it around a little bit, and then just let it warm. Let it get nice and brown, add a little salt and pepper, and that's how I reheat leftovers. It's super good. Okay, I'm going to break this down, especially if some are new. I know you can't really see my scale, but I'll just walk you through it. So I tiered it. It's on 0, and it's on gram. Milliliter and gram is the same in my FitnessPal and on the scale, so they're interchangeable. I did 120 grams. This is rotisserie chicken, and I took the skin off. Perfect, 120. It's more accurate than doing ounces because it's a smaller unit of measure, so it's just more accurate and like be the most accurate to get the best results, right? So why not? Okay, so I did 120 grams of chicken. That was, if I'm remembering correctly, about 38 grams of protein, I would say. Drop some of your go-tos, like we're here to chat. Sometimes I get lost in teaching that I'm like, oh yeah, questions. Okay, so I don't love cold rice, and I am gonna just eat this in my car. So I just did 100 grams. Typically for a serving size for me personally, I have over 200 grams of carb is like 150 to 200. But for some ladies, it's only 80, right? Depends on how many macros you have. So I'm going to do 100. So I zeroed out my scale. So now my scale is on 0 again. Okay. And I'm going to do 100. My cat is over here like, I smell your chicken. Okay, maybe 2. Okay, I always go under rather than over. It's 99. Obviously, that's 1 gram, but I would rather do 99 than 101, right? Because if you keep going over with every food, that can really add up fast, honestly. Great. And then last night, if you saw my story, I posted that I did some cabbage. Where's the camera? I did some cabbage, mushroom and red bell pepper. It was actually super good. I just browned them all up, and then I did salt and pepper. And then I did 175 grams. Would have done 200, would have done more, but I was like, oh, that's a lot of volume. I'm not sure if I could eat that much. Yeah, look at all that. You guys, high volume foods. High volume foods are foods you can eat a lot of for very low calories. Oh my gosh, I'm just going to eat this whole thing. That was 192. So I will adjust my FitnessPal to say 192. Another reason it's great to track in grams. It's so easy to just change those numbers. 193. Okay, this huge meal I think was like, oh, and I'm adding avocado. I think it was like 300 something calories. It was not much. I'm using, so 193, I need to remember that for my bed. I'm using avocado as my condiment. Instead of doing like this yum sauce I normally do, where'd my chicken go? Whatever. I'm going to use avocado. And I did 60 grams of avocado. So for those just tuning in, the very first thing, scale is tiered, so it's at 0 again. Every time you add a new food to it. The very first thing I did before doing any of this, before planning, before doing anything, was I pre-planned my macros for the whole day. What am I going to eat when I get home? I'm going to get all my macros into compliance before I make my lunch. Otherwise, how the heck do you know if it's going to fit? How do you know if that's even right for your body, right? All right, 57. Okay, 62. I'd still leave it. I'm not going to slice, a piece. Okay, you could, and I admire that, but I'm not going to. Okay, great. So this is a massive meal. What a healthy meal. Now it's like I'm not going to get stuck having to go out to eat. It's so nice. Like that is a massive meal. I could probably eat that even in 2 settings, which is really cool. And then I have my fruit. Snowboarding is obviously pretty physical. And I am using it as a workout and to have fun, but I'm going by myself, so I'm like legit using it as a workout. And so I was like, I need to bring lots of easy carbs, right, that I can just get in. These are okay. I wouldn't recommend buying them. I probably won't buy them again. They're not bad. It's from Costco. They're not bad. The picture is so deceiving. Whatever. But this is how you add variety, right? Decide what you want to eat. It's like you got to try things that maybe you don't really like. So the serving size on the back is 1 ounce. I did do 1 ounce, but I always do it in grams. So it's 28 grams. And it's funny because in a way, you could say this would be a low volume food, which if you're in a deficit, I would try to stay away from because you'll be left hungry. So low volume food is foods that you can't eat very much of, and it's higher calories. So this teeny little bag, right? Okay, well, it's only 90 calories, but this, let's say 100 calories. This whole thing's 100 calories, whereas this big fat Tupperware, I can't remember exactly, but I think it was under 400. So this is going to fill my belly so much, so I feel really satiated, whereas, like, if I was starving, I'd be like, done. Darn it, I just ate 100 calories. And you're just left wanting more and more and more. So in a deficit, choose high volume foods you can eat a lot of for low calorie. All right, ladies, any questions? It was pretty simple. If you need the pre-planning video, how do I pre-plan my macros? What does that mean? What's the best way to go about it? Type in the chat pre-planning video and I'll tag you in it. I have a whole video going through just that. So important. It helps you have so much success. Okay. All right, guys. Have a great day. Thanks for tuning in. You're rock stars. Ask any questions, and I'm always here to support. Talk to you later.